Linda Nolan's legacy is more than just a chapter in the history of pop music. It's a story of extraordinary courage, love, and unshakable strength. For many, she will always be remembered as one of the iconic members of the Nolan sisters, a group that gave us some of the most beloved songs of the 1970s and 1980s. But the untold story of Linda Nolan goes much deeper than her musical achievements. It's about her profound impact on everyone who knew her and the battles she fought both in the spotlight and behind closed doors. Today, as we pay tribute to this remarkable woman, we reflect on a life that was defined not just by her talent, but by the strength of her character and the love she gave to others. Linda's journey to fame started in a small Irish town where she and her sisters were raised in a musical household. Music was not just a career, it was the lifeblood of their family. From an early age, Linda was immersed in the world of song, her voice standing out as a natural talent. But Linda's path to stardom wasn't smooth. It was shaped by determination, hard work, and a deep sense of loyalty to her family. Together, the Nolan sisters formed a unique bond, one that wasn't just based on shared blood, but on a shared love for music and a shared dream to bring joy to others through their art. Linda's place in the group was undeniable, but her true power as an artist came from her ability to connect with her audience. It wasn't just about hitting the right notes, it was about pouring her heart into every song she sang. Whether on stage or in the studio, Linda had a way of making you feel like she was speaking directly to you. Her authenticity, combined with her incredible vocal ability, made her a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Songs like "I'm in the Mood for Dancing" became anthems of their time, and Linda's performances became legendary. Yet, behind the scenes, Linda's life was far from perfect. Like many celebrities, she faced the pressures of fame and the weight of public scrutiny. But what people didn't see were the personal struggles she quietly endured. As much as she loved her career, Linda's real joy came from her family and her devotion to those closest to her. In a world where relationships often come second to career, Linda never lost sight of what truly mattered: her family. As the Nolan sisters continued to rise to fame, Linda's personal life began to be overshadowed by the increasingly difficult battle she faced with cancer. Her diagnosis shook her family, friends, and fans, but it was Linda's response to the illness that truly defined her. Rather than retreat into the shadows, Linda chose to become an advocate for cancer awareness. She didn't just fight for herself, she fought for every person facing the same battle. In her interviews and public appearances, Linda spoke openly about her journey, sharing both the fear and the hope that accompanied her diagnosis. It was a brave decision, one that would not only help raise awareness but also offer comfort to so many who were struggling in silence. Her willingness to show her vulnerability, even at her lowest points, made her a symbol of hope and strength. The untold story of Linda Nolan is not just about her music or her battle with illness, it's about the love she gave to others. While fans admired her for her stage presence, those who knew her personally were touched by her kindness, generosity, and humility. She was the type of person who could make you feel like the most important person in the room, even if she was dealing with her own pain. Her ability to put others first was a reflection of the deep love she had for her family and friends. She was a protector, a confidant, and a cheerleader, always ready to offer a kind word or a warm embrace. One of the most beautiful, untold aspects of Linda's life was her bond with her sisters. It wasn't just a professional partnership, it was a true sisterhood. They were more than bandmates, they were each other's anchors. Through the highs of fame and the lows of personal struggles, Linda's sisters were always by her side, offering unwavering support. It was a relationship built on unconditional love, and it was that love that helped Linda keep going during her darkest times. When Linda faced her cancer diagnosis, her sisters didn't just support her, they carried her, lifting her up when she could no longer stand on her own. Linda's story is also one of resilience. It's easy to think of celebrities as invincible, untouchable figures, but Linda's life proves that even the brightest stars can face immense struggles. Despite the heavy toll that cancer took on her body, Linda continued to push forward. She never gave up on the things she loved: performing, spending time with her family, and advocating for cancer awareness. Linda's resilience wasn't just about surviving her illness. It was about living fully in the face of it, embracing each day with gratitude and determination. Her example showed us that even when life seems unfair, we have the power to choose how we face it. Linda chose hope, love, and life. As Linda's health began to decline, the toll of her illness became evident, but so did the unwavering strength and resilience she had carried throughout her entire life. Those who loved her and admired her rallied around her, offering not only their physical presence, but their emotional support during what was undoubtedly the most challenging chapter of her journey. Her family, who had always been her closest supporters, stood by her side, providing her with the love and care she had so often given them. They surrounded her with warmth, ensuring that she never felt alone, even as she faced the inevitable. Linda's friends, too, were an incredible source of strength in those final days. The many people whose lives she had touched over the years returned to offer their support, each one offering a kind word or a gesture that served to remind Linda of how deeply she was loved. It wasn't just the immediate family members who were by her side, it was a community of people whose lives she had impacted. There were countless fans who had followed Linda's career from the very beginning, people who had attended her concerts, watched her television appearances, and sang along to her greatest hits. To them, Linda was not just a famous figure, they had a deep connection with her, and in her final days, they expressed their gratitude for the joy she had given them. Despite the challenges of her illness, Linda's final days were filled with the love of those who had shared her journey. She was surrounded by people who knew her as not just a star, but as a mother, a sister, a friend, someone whose heart was as big as her voice. Linda had spent so much of her life caring for others, making them feel seen, heard, and loved, and in return, the same love came back to her in abundance. It was a beautiful full-circle moment that underscored just how important she was to those around her. The outpouring of love from her family and fans brought Linda a sense of peace. She was able to take comfort in the knowledge that she had lived a life that mattered, a life filled with purpose, love, and joy. It was clear that her legacy was more than just the music she had made or the stage performances she had given. It was about the impact she had on those around her, how she made them feel seen, loved, and appreciated. Linda's life had been a testament to the idea that fame, while fleeting, can be a tool for bringing people together, spreading joy, and making a lasting impact on the world. When she passed away, it felt as though the world had lost not just a public figure, but a piece of its heart. Linda Nolan had been more than just a singer in a successful pop group. She was a symbol of perseverance, of family, and of love. To many, she had been a friend, someone who they felt they could relate to and look up to. Her music, which had been the soundtrack to so many people's lives, became even more poignant in the wake of her passing. Her voice, which had once filled arenas and airwaves, would now live on in their hearts and memories. The songs she sang, from the joyful, infectious "I'm in the mood for dancing" to the more heartfelt ballads that showcased the depth of her emotional range, became symbols of the vibrant spirit she had embodied throughout her career. But even in her absence, Linda's legacy continues to shine. It shines in the lives of the people she touched, the fans who will forever remember the energy she brought to the stage, and the family members who carry her memory with them. Her legacy isn't simply defined by her achievements as an artist, but by the depth of her character and the love she shared with everyone around her. Linda's story is one of resilience in the face of adversity and one of love and abundance. Linda's impact is perhaps most clearly seen in the ways that people continue to honor her memory. Fans still gather to listen to her songs, finding comfort in the music that defined an era. Her family continues to speak about her with admiration, love, and pride, remembering the woman who was not just a sister and mother, but a beacon of light in their lives. The Nolan sisters, too, carry on her legacy, with each of them speaking of the profound effect Linda had on their lives, both personally and professionally. Their bond as a family was one of Linda's greatest joys, and even in her passing, that bond remains unbroken. The incredible love and strength Linda showed throughout her life are the reasons her memory will never fade. Even in her final days, when it seemed the world had taken so much from her, Linda's spirit remained unbroken. She faced her illness with the same grace and courage that she had shown throughout her career. Those who knew her well saw the same resilient woman who had inspired so many to pursue their dreams, and who had shown others that strength lies not in how one appears on the outside, but in how one carries oneself through life's toughest trials. The outpouring of tributes following Linda's passing only further solidified her place in the hearts of those who had been touched by her music and her spirit. Friends, colleagues, and fans alike expressed their love and admiration for the woman they knew as both an artist and a friend. People spoke of her kindness, her infectious laughter, and the way she had a way of lighting up a room just by being in it. There was a shared understanding that while Linda's physical presence may have been gone, her spirit would live on forever in the memories and hearts of those she had loved and those who had loved her in return. In the years to come, Linda's legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Her story will be shared, her music will continue to be celebrated, and her message of love, resilience, and strength will live on in the hearts of her family, her fans, and everyone who was fortunate enough to have known her. As we reflect on Linda Nolan's life, we do so with gratitude for her voice, her courage, her love, and the example she set. Though she may no longer be with us in body, Linda Nolan's spirit, her music, and the love she shared will remain with us forever. A lasting legacy of a woman who lived her life fully and left an indelible mark on the world. Today, as we remember Linda Nolan, we reflect not only on her achievements but on the quiet strength that defined her. The untold story of Linda's life is one of a woman who lived fully, loved deeply, and fought tirelessly for what she believed in. She was more than a singer. She was a mother, a sister, a friend, and a warrior. Her life was not just a story of fame and fortune. It was a story of resilience, love, and the power of choosing hope, even in the face of adversity. Linda's legacy will continue to inspire us all. She showed us the importance of family, the strength of vulnerability, and the value of perseverance. Her story is one that will be told for generations to come, not just for the music she created, but for the love, light, and resilience she shared with the world. Rest in peace, Linda Nolan. Your impact will never be forgotten, and your love will continue to guide us all.